So first of all, before we get the day going, I want to thank all of our sponsors. So Integro, Technology and Systems, if you're looking for any off the grid for your business, or if your home wants to get off the grid with solar panels, anything you need, you have to contact them. Then Seaway Clothing for supplying us and protecting us from the sun. Canvas and More for capturing all those memories, even if it's a wedding or a baby shoot, any of your fishing adventures. In the description, I came fresh off my tuna episode where they made me a beautiful canvas of my tuna. And then we've got Decro Paints, so for any painting supplies that you need, you have to contact Decro Paints. So this journey would not be possible without those sponsors, so thank you once again. And if you guys want to support proudly South African companies, all 4 of these companies are proudly South African, made all of their products made in South Africa, so go and support them. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. Hi there guys, and welcome to another Blowdown episode. So we're still here in Mozambique and we're doing another technical tackle talk. So I'm with a legendary Bemji from Bemji's place. Bemji grew up in this place. He's a local legend, does a lot for the community here, and Benji's been so accommodating for all our needs, and yeah, he's been taking us everywhere that we need to go. We've been staying here at Bemji's place. The food has been absolutely spectacular. So but today we're going to do a little bit more technical talk. If you haven't checked out the other episodes, go and check out our 7-day adventure in Mozambique. We went fishing, we caught some amazing fish. The food, like I said, was absolutely spectacular. So Bemji, thank you for everything you've done for us. But today we're going to talk a little bit technical about drop shotting and jigging. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff here in front of us, and this is the stuff that they have figured out over the years works the best. So if you watch this episode, you're actually tapping into over 20 more. How long have you been fishing this area, Benji?
No, more than 20 years.
So you're actually tapping into more than close to 40 years of experience of school fees that they had to pay, of stuff that's working and does not work. So yeah, if you can learn something from this, I definitely learned a lot from these guys, because like I said, they're locals, they know what they're doing, they're on the water every single day. Why would I come and not listen to these guys?
Yes, guys, yeah, morning. Like you say, Andre, we're doing a technical talk a little bit. I'm just going to talk a little bit with the power bait. It's actually work on our area. We've been using this for 20 years, and we find out actually they work, because every time we went fishing we catch a good fish.
I must say, I enjoyed the plastics the most from all the fishing we did. I enjoyed the plastics the most, and I caught, I think, all my fish I caught on the plastic. So they definitely do work.
They work, but is a little bit of technique and secret, I must say, because you must know how to use them. It's not just to drop on the sea and you think the fish will attack. You have to work on them. It's a little bit of technique.
The Bemji bounce.
Bemji bounce.
The Bemji bounce.
Because there's stuff you have to make like a real a bait swimming.
Yes.
So you have to actually do the Bemji bounce, because the bait must look like it's a real.
It took me a couple of days to get the Bemji bounce down. So what actually is important, when you have to, your left hand and your right hand have to work together. So as you're going down with your hand, and as you're coming up, your hand's coming up on the retrieve. So you're going down, up, so you do half turn. So there's a little bit of a technique and a little bit of practicing, and I advise you, if you want to come here, go to some deeper water and practice it, so that you don't waste time like me wasting 2 days just to get the technique right. But before you go on that, I would just like to say that these plastics were so versatile, because if you see a school of tuna, we caught tuna on them, we caught rainbow runners on them, we caught wahoo, the one wahoo we lost a monster of a wahoo, we caught kuta on them, I caught the swallowtail on them.
Yes.
There was such a wide variety, because if you see a school of tuna or bonnies working, you can cast into them, and then you can do a retrieve. If you see fish on the bottom of the fish one, you can quickly go down, and then you can do the Bemji bounce. So that it's a very versatile way of fishing, and I would suggest that if you're coming here, this is the first thing I would pack in. It's the first thing before you go into the serious popping. This is a versatile fish. You can catch your monster GTs on it. I caught the GT on that as well. I caught the GT on the pink one. Yeah, I got the GT on the pink one. So you can catch it, but it's more a variety, and you're smaller, but you definitely can catch your bigger fish on them as well.
You catch a lot of different species on this. That's why I would say, on 20 years we've been using this power bait, so it never disappoints us. So I also say I recommend a lot of people, if you come to Mozambique, that's what to work on the drop
Yes,
shot.
definitely.
It's
Lighter
the
on the
best,
body as well.
That
It's not as tough on the jigging, the heavy jigging. Oh.
yeah. But remember, also heavy jig, you catch a bigger
That's
fish.
what I'm saying. It is for the smaller fish. You can
Yes.
catch a bigger fish on it, but it's a
very
little bit lighter on the
light
body.
and body, that's for sure, yeah. Okay, then we're gonna talk a little bit of also jigging. But the first thing before I go for jigging, remember we're on the reserve. We can't fish on the shallow side because we're on a reserve. We fish actually more on the deeper side, and this are actually, also we use like for bonitas. We use
Yes,
for
you caught the
anything
bonitas on that as well.
on this for actually flicking on the top. I caught the tuna on one
You
of
caught
this,
the tuna on one as well.
of this thing. So yeah, everything worked. Jig also got a bit of secret. It's about the way you working or you jig.
I learned those.
It's the technique what you must put in your effort. You must put the effort on you working rod. So anything what actually swim nice, because we got actually quite a little bit fish here, you will take. So jigs, they work. They work on this.
Before we go to the jigs, Bems, I just want to talk quickly about the rods and the reels that we were using for this. So around about a 5,000 and 6,000, you need a proper setup for
You
this.
need,
So
yes.
a heavy rod,
Rod.
because if you hook into something, I felt when I hooked into that GT, it stops you dead, and that was a 6-7 kilogram GT, so it was the smallest
Yes,
GT,
yeah.
but that thing stops you dead. It's
stop.
like you almost feel like you not sure if you're stuck on the bottom or you're actually
you've
stuck in
got
a fish,
fish,
because that thing just, you're still going in and poof, it's
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's fast.
Yeah.
So the colors that really worked well for me was the pink and the yellow ones, the pearl pink and the pearl chartreuse. That was the two that worked really well. Another one of their favorites over here is the pearl watermelon. And then something that the gulp, if you can still find the gulps, because they've been discontinued, if you can still find the, what do you call them, the blue pepper neon, if you can still find those gulps, that
That's the best, yeah.
buy them and bring them here if you can find a shop that still sells them. Okay, then we've got, I was fishing with a pen spin fisher and on the plastics, and the Berkeley Emotion, really nice setup, nice and light, didn't break my back when I was working. Whenever we were doing the deeper jigging or the popping, if I got a little bit sore, if my body started, my arm started getting sore, I would change to the lighter setup, because a little bit lighter on your body. So I'm just quickly going to show you how to put the jig head on. So I've got a 2-ounce jig head over here. So basically what you want to do is you want to measure it first of where that hook is going to come out. So, and then you make a little nick in the rubber, just a small little nick in the rubber. So now you know where your hook wants to come out. And then it's very important that your hook wants to be aligned perfectly like that and like that. You need the alignment, otherwise you're going to mess around with the action. So actually you can see on the lighter colors, you can see the hook going in. So, and there's a little line. You can follow a line. So as you're putting the hook in, make sure that you put it, there's a little line in the center, there's a line. So you can start your hook in the center there, and you work it through in the middle, and you can follow your hook in the middle. And when you get to a point where you want to bring it out, now you've got that little mark that you can check where it's coming out. Comes out perfectly in your mark. You work it back so it's nice and tight.
Straight, yeah.
And there you have it, straight and a little bit tighter, straight and straight. Okay, so that's how you put, it's very important you put that jig on, and then look at that little action. So, and that's what attracts the fish as you're working it. So it's going up like this, so you're working into the column and it's dancing around. Okay, so Ben, let's go on to the jigging now.
The jigging, yeah. Okay. See, this jig, I think even yesterday we caught some fish with it. It's still got things there. The mark is there. We caught some fish because jig work. Jig work. It's something which everybody, when come to Mozambique, they must actually bring the jig.
So these ones were the newbies. You get the smaller ones in the newbies as well. We've got the 60 grams and the 150 grams. Those were the ones that was working really well on the shallower reefs. On the deeper reefs, what was the weight that were the ones that we were using for those amberjacks?
200 grams.
200 grams that we
yeah.
were using for the amberjacks. And I must say, guys, that 200 gram jig, to work that thing up, it hurts your arm, yeah, under your arm. And getting to that, this is a very nice little product from Fish SA. Obviously on your belt, this is a belt that you put on, and this one sits in your groin area. This one sits, and you can pop the rod on there, and you, instead of putting it on an arm, when your arm gets too sore, you can work it on the pad. And on the other side, I've got my pliers, my split ring pliers. So if you need to change a lure or a jig or anything, you'll see all of them are rigged up with a split ring. So if you want to change, you don't cut the line and everything, you just quickly change on the split ring. So the split ring's tied onto your line, take it off, and then you can simply put another one on. Also something important, if you're tying it straight to your line, you've got a hook assist. So you don't tie the line on the jig or on the split ring. On the split ring, it will, sometimes the line will go into the split ring. So on your hook assist, you can tie your line straight onto your hook assist. So then there's actually no weight on the split ring or the lure. If you're fighting a fish, it's directly onto your hook assist. Okay,
yeah.
So yeah, colors that works in Mozambique?
Yeah, lot of color work. Actually, these colors all work, caught some fish, because we really use this jig this week. Actually, they work. But the silver one like this, it work much better, even because the shiny on the water is attract a lot of fish. Even they bit far. It do that shiny, so it does work very well. This color, I like it.
Yes, I would suggest that you have a couple of rods ready for all different facets. Like Benji said, we saw the tunas working, and he took one of the small 60 grams and he just threw it at the tunas and he hooked on that. So with the plastics, the same thing with the plastics. At one stage we had a triple with the tunas, and we actually caught them on three different types of lures. We caught them on a plastic, on a clone lure, and on a jig. There was three different types of lures. So, but we were ready for them, and it's a very important thing, the planning and getting ready and getting everything on the boat in order, so that if you get to a point where the light switch goes on, the boat must be ready. You can't then be running around and get everything ready. And I must say, Bems, that's something that I experienced over the 3 days of fishing that you are extremely good at, is putting the boat in the right place with the current and things, and that's not something that all skippers can do, but that comes with years of fishing this area and experience, and making sure that all the rods for the specific fish that you target are ready. So when you get to the port, when you want to go jigging, when you get to a spot where you want to drop, everything is ready. So you can't. So we're always changing lures and getting everything ready while we're moving to the next spot, so that when you get to the next spot, you're ready to go. Okay. Sure. Is there anything else that you want to add on?
No, I just want to say thank you to have you guys, and it was a wonderful trip. I saw you guys. You also work hard, and I'm so impressed with you guys. So it was very good to be with you guys and fish with you for 7 days.
It's absolutely us that has to say mucho obrigado to you and Eta for having us, guys, and hopefully we can bring some customers here. Guys, if you are interested in coming and experiencing the experience that we had, absolute experience of a lifetime that we had catching all those fish, I'm definitely coming back. I'm chasing my big GT. I'm been hooked by the GT. I did manage to catch that small GT, but I'm definitely coming back here. And if you want to join us on a blowdown adventure, in the comment section, my number will be there. Contact me. I'll send you all the packages and make it happen for you. Okay, guys, see you in the next episode.
Thank you.